Hey, Mr. Camera!
Yes. Hey, everybody, welcome to Pre-Departure Nights, May the 19th, 2015, the night before our around the world trip for summer 2015. This is about a 3.5 week trip.
I am so excited. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. I'm probably going to have to drink some of that moonshine in there so I can
Oh,
sleep.
yeah. That stuff's good. I just had some of that just a few minutes ago, actually. But anyways, yes, 3.5 weeks around the world. This is, I'm titling this trip Around the World Trip to Eastbound. Around the World Trip to WA. Eastbound, because last time I did it, 2012, I was westbound around the world. This time we're going the other way. Starting in California. We get to fly to California tomorrow.
Yes.
And then we're going to be flying from California to Dubai for a layover, and then Dubai to India, which is a new country for me. And then India is going to be the main part of this around the world trip. It's going to be amazing. A lot of culture, a lot of everything, and a whole lot of hotness too. Right now it's in the mid-hundreds there this week. 105 for the high, I think, today and tomorrow. And
Well, California won't be new to me, but the rest of it all will be.
yeah, we like to add in California as a layover city, like an overnight layover, because there's parks there, so why not?
Like, darn, there's In-N-Out Burger and Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Yeah.
Dude, just twist my arm.
Yeah, last time we did a California layover, we did Knott's, and then this time we were going to do Knott's again, but we decided on Magic Mountain due to great timing with Twisted Colossus opening. So hopefully, yeah, we're going to be on there Thursday morning for Gold Pass preview for Twisted Colossus, then it opens to the public on Saturday. So we ended up getting the Gold Passes so we could get to that preview before we took off Thursday afternoon on over to Dubai. But yes, India for a majority of it, 2 weeks there about, and then from India for a night down into Singapore for just one night there, and then Singapore up to Vietnam for 4 days, and then Vietnam to Tokyo for a quick layover there, not long in Tokyo, just a few hours, and then Tokyo to Honolulu for about 4 nights, and then Honolulu on back home through a couple different more cities, Portland and Seattle, and then onward to Cincy. Tomorrow we're going out of Louisville, Kentucky, starting in Louisville and ending in Cincinnati. All the way around the world, folks. Second time around the world for me. Angie's first official around the world trip.
Excited.
Yeah, a lot of people do these around the world trips in like months and months, but we there's no way we can afford to do that, so we just kind of do 3 or 4 different places and go all the way around the world and focus on like a main one. In 2012, the main focus was Southeast Asia for me, and we're kind of going back there for a shorter time this time on the way, or after India on the way back around. So it's going to be amazing. It's weather's obviously going to be a lot different from Iceland. Iceland, it was freezing fucking cold. This time it's going to be pretty much hot everywhere. In fact, believe it or not, Hawaii is probably going to be one of the coldest places we're going to. And I say that as it's going to be 85, between 80 and 85 in Hawaii. Everywhere else it's going to be like in the 90s or the hundreds. Well, besides California. California it's going to be like in the 70s. But all the main places we're going are going to be extremely hot, so it should be fun. And then we're going to return. I'm going to return to this wonderful structure here, the Burj Khalifa.
And I shall visit for the first time.
It'll be Angie's first visit to the world's tallest building in Dubai. I have tickets booked for first thing on, I think it's Friday morning, 8:30 a.m. to go to the top. Unfortunately, we're unable to get to the at the top sky, which is the new observatory that opened at 1:48 due to the time restrictions it has. But we will get to go to the main observation deck on the 124th story. But I'm hoping when we get back a third time, which I'm sure we will be able to go up to that higher observation deck. But since Dubai's on the way, we're doing a day layover in Dubai. Anyways, up at, I don't know, I'm going to say 4 a.m. tomorrow, and our friend Katie from work's picking us up at 4:30 to drive us on out to Louisville International Airport, where this whole thing's going to kick off. And we're going to be underway tomorrow morning bright and early. It's about almost 9 o'clock, still light out here. Starting to stay light out later and later. Yeah, I'll go in the other room here and show our packing here real quick. There's all my stuff, pretty much all packed and ready to go. That's all my camera bag right there. They're all charged up, fully charged, ready. And there is my selfie stick right there, ready to go. As well as all my other electronics and passports and iPad and paperwork and all that stuff too. Pretty much all t-shirts and shorts except for a hoodie and one pair of long pants. Everything else is going to be warm stuff. And swimsuits, of course, too. Angie's stuff here. She's ready to go. And that's her checked, and then her carry-on there as well. Yes, this will be our 7th, I believe, major trip together already. Mr. Camera. I was just telling Mr. Camera that this is our 7th major trip together.
Yes.
Let's see if I can run through them real quick. First one was the China-Japan trip in early 2013, winter of 13. Second trip together was the Circle Lake Erie trip to Canada's Wonderland and a bunch of the parks around there, Niagara Falls, all that in the summer of 13.
That trip to China and Japan was my first ever overseas trip.
Yep, and first time on a plane too.
Yes.
That was just 2 years ago. Let's see, trip number 3 was South America. That was about a month, doing all the stuff in South America. That was in fall of 13. Trip number 4 was the cruise, I believe, last year.
Yeah.
In March, spring breakish time, March of 2014. The 5th trip was South Africa last year. 3 weeks, three and a half weeks all over the southern African countries. Absolutely amazing. The 6th trip, Iceland, just this year, early in January, or late January. That was just a week. Pretty short trip, but absolutely amazing. And then our 7th trip, around the world trip to India, Vietnam, Hawaii, Dubai, and Singapore, and quick stop in California. 7 major trips, and then our 8th trip, of course, will be later this year as well. It's going to be expensive, but amazing. I also will knock off my 7th and final continent. That 8th final trip will be the Antarctica experience down to the Great White Continent down here. Will be amazing. Angie's 6th continent, her last and final continent, will be Australia, and I'm sure we'll get there sometime in the future as well. I've already been there twice, but I'll go back again.
Darn.
Absolutely incredible. But other than that, we're probably going to get some sleep here shortly. And oh yeah, I almost forgot to show off the currency.
I'm kind of sleepy. I work 3rd shift full time. I'm pretty sure I've worked the last 7 days in a row, and I had like 2 hours of sleep, and I've been running my ass off this morning. So I apologize if I'm not like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the roller coaster's at good old Magic Mountain. Tomorrow will change that all. Back at my 3rd visit to Magic Mountain. I haven't been since 2012. I'm ready for some X2 and hopefully some new credits along the way too. I still haven't been there since Full Throttle, and of course the new Twisted Colossus. So hopefully our time's going to be limited there. I think only 4 hours tomorrow if we get there by 2, and then a couple hours on Thursday for the preview thing. But here is the currency. I actually got, this actually looks a lot more than what it is, but because I got all small bills, it's easier to pay for stuff. Because sometimes you don't want to piss them off by handing them a bunch of big bills. Plus it's easier to tip and stuff. But yeah, take a look at this. This is 28,600 Indian rupees I hold in my hand, which is the equivalent of about 600 American dollars. Yeah, that's a big wad of cash. That's the biggest wad of cash I've ever held, probably. I wish I had that much in U.S. currency. 28,000 cash U.S. currency would be amazing.
Yeah. I have no problems at all with that.
Yeah, this is the United Arab Emirates dirhams. They look pretty familiar from when I was there last.
I have not even looked at these.
Yeah, you can look at those real quick.
Ooh.
And then, of course, the also familiar Singaporean dollar was also in Singapore in 2012.
These are gorgeous.
Yeah, look at Singapore. Singapore's is very colorful too.
I love that Arabic writing.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
The Singaporean dollars you can try, but I'm pretty sure they're impossible to tear. They're made of some special material, but those are the Singaporean dollars.
Yeah,
The
no,
exchange
I want
rates. Yeah, $1 US is I think 3.5 dirhams,
that guy's face is kind of creepy.
and then $1 US is, oh yeah, they got different.
He's just like, he looks stoned.
Yeah, I don't even know what names of those on there. But
I hope nobody from Singapore is offended by that. Probably agree with me to an extent.
yeah, and there's the current exchange rates there. Singaporean.
Ooh, so how many new countries am I getting on this trip?
You are getting more than me. I'm getting just 2. I have not been to India yet, and I have not been to Vietnam. I've already been to Singapore and Dubai, so you're getting 4, I think.
I'm getting UAE, I'm getting United Arab Emirates, India, Thailand, not Thailand, but
Singapore, Vietnam
Singapore. I'm sleepy.
Singapore, and then 3 new state credits for me, and I believe just 2 for you because you have Minnesota already.
Yep.
Of course,
I got Minnesota back in 2001.
We're flying up from Louisville to Minneapolis tomorrow. Believe it or not, I do not have my Minnesota credit, so I'll be picking up Minnesota finally. And I already got California, of course. And then on the way back, we got that stop in Hawaii for 4 days. Of course, neither of us have Hawaii. And then we have a very quick layover in Portland, Oregon, from Honolulu to there. Honolulu to Portland, which both of us don't have Portland either. Actually, do you have Washington? You don't have Washington either.
Nope.
You'll be getting Washington too, because we fly from Portland to Seattle for a quick layover from Seattle before our final flight from Seattle to Cincinnati, which is a red eye on that final leg of the trip. So you'll be getting 3 new state credits, as well as me.
Works
So,
for me.
other than that, that's about it, I think. I think we're about ready to kick this thing off. Round the world trip to Eastbound.
Yes.
All the way around, folks. We'll see everybody tomorrow.